Hey YouTube, Facebook friends, Iron Father here, Nate Pauliuk for Dad Fitness, and today we're going to work on how do you get a bigger back. Now a lot of us are all vanity guys, we all like our vanity muscles, i.e. some of us like our arms, our shoulders, our chest, or our abs, but we don't seem to focus much on the back, and I think that's also important too, especially when you're going to have kids, you're going to be picking them up or pulling something, or let's try not to pull our backs out of whack. We're going to try and focus more on the upper back today, and we'll work on the lower back later on in future videos. The other thing in the new year, we're going to start looking at the forge is going to be pretty much the same, except we're going to have some better lighting in here, so unfortunately that's not going to happen right away. Also, we're going to start doing a little bit more at Fit for Less to kind of get ourselves a little more on-site location, a little more variety in our videos and stuff as well. Now, today, we're going to work on an exercise to help you get your bigger back. Now, not everybody can go to the gym, but everybody can go and buy a straight bar and some dumbbells, or some barbells and some weights and work out. Now, I've accumulated stuff over the last 18 years, but that's beside the point. I got plenty of toys, and I'm still looking to ever expand my repertoire of toys. Now, unfortunately, due to the size of the room in here, we're only about maybe a 7 by 12 room or 7 by 13 room, so we don't really have a lot of space, but we don't need a whole lot of space to get in shape. Now, what I'm going to do is just a bent row, but we're going to focus on how we're going to place our arms. Sometimes if you go like this, like if you have it close, your elbows in, you're going to be focusing more on your lats and your inner traps. You can do that. I'm not saying you can't. I prefer doing it with cables. That's just me. But this is more for your upper, like your traps and your upper deltoids, or your posterior deltoids, and more on your inside lats. So you want to try and get more definition and bulk in the back itself. So what we're going to do is, I'm going to go about shoulder width or slightly bit bigger. I'm going to keep my knees bent, because if I go into a straight, like if I straight leg it, I'm going to hurt my lower back, and I don't really want to do that. So we're going to try and avoid that as much as possible. Now I'm using a lighter weight so that I can actually get better technique and show you the better technique. So what we're going to do is, from here, I'm going to get that hang, get my knees in, and then go wide like that. Get it nice and wide like that. If you go like this, you're going to get more of your lats than you're going to get on your traps and your posterior delts. So you want to get more here. Now the reason why you want your posterior delts is so you don't, kind of go inward when you stand up. You want to be more, chest kind of out kind of deal. Back when the drill sergeant sits there and says, chest out, son. You want to work more on that. So you want to make sure your knees are bent. So when I'm doing it, I'm not sitting here like this. I'm more like this. So when I come here, my back is straight. Because if I go like that and table, I put a lot of stress here and on my hamstrings. Whereas if I do it here, I'm trying to put all the stress onto my back. So that's our exercise for today. I definitely say try it. I'm going to add it to my repertoire. I usually use it when I'm at the Fit for Less, doing something else, or using another piece of equipment. But I think I'm going to start putting it into my feeder workouts. Supplementary to getting lean was that I said that cardio, like biking, running, and swimming, are a good way to get lean. And that's still true. But I'm also going to tell you that lower weights and higher reps will definitely help as well. It'll also give you a little bit more stamina in terms of like push when you have to do bench press or something. I personally do a heavy set and a light set when I do bench press. So my heavy set will be about 265, and I'll do 3 sets of 6. If I can, I'll push for 7. But I don't want the thing to drop on my neck and kill me. The other thing is that my light set is about 180, and I'm doing about 12 reps. And whether it's incline, decline, or flat, it's the same. 185 is about the weight that I put in, and that's where I usually try to keep it. Again, some of us are just starting out, so I don't expect you to sit there and bench 150 pounds or whatever. 135, yeah, okay. 185, no. Just make sure you're keeping it well in moderation. If you have a friend who's wanting to get in shape too and you have a spotter, fantastic. I don't necessarily have a network of friends that's either that close or willing to get up that early to lift weights with me, so I tend to lift by myself. If I had a spotter, I'd probably do a lot heavier weight and I'd probably have someone more to motivate me. But for right now, I just have you guys, and that's the only thing that's probably pretty much keeping me in the game, aside from, wanting to be in shape for my own son. So, later guys, I hope you guys will enjoy this video. Please try and do the exercise, if see if it works for you. Make sure your back is straight, your knees are bent, and you're getting, watching where your hands are. Experiment with it, play with it. That's the entire point of this. So, from now, till next week, till next Friday, I'm sorry this one was late. Kids, they get in the way. And wives don't help much either. So, anyway, you got good support with your wife though. See if she can give you a hand. Anyway, Nate Pauliuk, the Iron Father, Dad Fitness. Stay strong, keep training, and we'll see you next week. Bye.